Yo, what's going on, guys? Here we are. Weekend's done. It's a wrap. It's in the books. We are damn near getting ready for pre-market here shortly. If you're up watching early, top of the morning, folks. As I'm sitting here losing my ass betting on football all day long, I did enjoy my day watching football. It's all I did. Long story short, I'm pulling up all this old stuff from like the last couple days of January, February, obviously, like this turd here in the background. No, that is not Millie or Vanilli. That's Vlad Tenev. Just all this 9 months of the 7, 8 months of the hearing, and then listen to these guys, and then going back the last couple days like we have. I touched on, I shared that 28-minute video last night of the highlights of the hearing. Gosh, man, alive. It's like, it was bad when I watched it, because I did watch that whole thing. It was hours long, and we didn't have all the data and information we had then. But to go re-watch this and relive this, it is so bad. I mean, it is bad, these guys. But let's take a quick 1-minute listen to this dickhead here, just for a second.
Many brokerage firms saw a massive increase in trading activity in a handful of stocks. Prices were moving dramatically day to day, even hour to hour. One specific day, January 28th, proved to be a completely unprecedented event. The spike in trading activity and volatility meant that Robinhood Securities, our clearing broker, had to hold the line and post additional firm capital as collateral to support our clearinghouse deposit demands. To put it in perspective, on January 28th, our daily deposit requirement was 10 times more than on January 25th. As a result, Robinhood Securities, along with many other firms, imposed temporary trading restrictions on certain securities. We began allowing limited buys of these securities the following day, and we've since lifted the restrictions entirely. There are 2 points I want to make clear about these temporary restrictions. First, Robinhood Securities put the restrictions in place in an effort to meet increased regulatory deposit requirements, not to help hedge funds. We don't answer to hedge funds. We serve the millions of small investors who use our platform every day to invest. Second, Robinhood immediately secured additional funds. Altogether,
Okay, that's enough. First of all, 2 things on that. Vlad, you do not know nothing about holding the line, sir. We do. We've done it for 9 months. So don't ever use that word again, please, sir, if you're listening. Second of all, you do answer to hedge funds. Without Shitadel alone, you make squadoosh. Squadoosh. Now, in the 137 pages of pure gold, I title this thing now, it's proof that you do, sir. This is just one little tiny turd. February 18th. God, I can't wait to see what happens of this. And the other thing we touched on last night, everybody tagging Gary Gensler and everything. He's got to see some of this. I'm sure he's obviously overloaded, but he's got to have somebody that handles his Twitter, plus obviously the 137 and all the shit. And then you got, at the end of this, I'm going to go over Boss Blunt's video he put together tracking this airplane, and just the madness that guy put together. He's a genius. He's another smart dude too. My gosh, above us. So then as I'm digging down these rabbit holes from 7 months ago, 8 months ago, right? Look at this thing, dated August 20th, 2018. This is a Forbes article. Does Seeking Alpha enable anonymous authors to spread fake news? Bear with me. This is going to be 3 parts to this thing here. Seeking Alpha should be added to this list. Our firm has had multiple clients, as have many other communication firms, who believe their companies have been harmed by anonymous content on Seeking Alpha. Those who run companies in the micro or small cap tier are particularly vulnerable to opinion from so-called experts, right? Seeking Alpha is a crowdsourced service for financial markets that derives its content from independent contributors who anonymously evaluate public companies. What the fudge, dude? Then it got me over to this turd here. The turd of the day is always a Motley Fool article, right? Done by, sorry, sir, if I butcher your name here, Parkev Tatavujian, whatever the hell, okay? So he puts together this turd. This AMC, this announcement from Disney's CEO is bad news for AMC. Okay, dude. This shit has nothing to do with what we're doing here. besides the fact that AMC is killing it in the theater, raised a ton of cash, blah, blah, blah. It's besides the point. But there's not an announcement from Disney CEO that's bad news for AMC. Please, please, right? So this is obviously just a turd, okay? We don't need to read into it whatsoever. So let's see who this fine gentleman is. And I've done this, you guys, on, if I can remember right, 2 other articles. So this dude here is this dude here. The only thing I can find, he did have a LinkedIn that looked kind of plain, and this looks plain as well. But this is just some dude that writes up this turd here. Dude, nobody wants to read this shit. Think about this, you guys. Who, even if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock for 9 months, you don't know anything about AMC, right? And you want to get into AMC stock for whatever reason. What? No. So this fine gentleman, not a lot of activity, some retweets here and there, right? No likes, just nothing going on. I mean, nothing against the guy. I'm sure he's a great guy, right? Husband, father, investor, finance professor, contributor to the Motley Fool, masters in finance. I'm sure he's decent. I'm sure he knows about the stock market, right? But these are just, this falls under the category of paid shill. This is stupid. And then look at this thing back in 2018. Has anything been done since? No, because we've pulled up Seeking Alpha articles, and we could probably pull one up right now that's a turd. Turds, and turds, you guys. I mean, sure, other than the fact this guy says he's a master's in financial economics, I don't think I'd take any advice from him. No offense, Parkev, but I mean, dude, just stop. And prepare. We're gonna have a week here, I believe. I'm already seeing it across all the boards and the Twitters and the tweeters and the Reddits and stuff too of some monster FUD and shills going on. So just be aware. Obviously, I know we all are, but you know, come on, dude, pull yourself together. Another good piece of news for the old box office: Shang-Chi tops Black Widow as biggest movie as North American box office this year. Smashing. Yep, the movies are dead, dudes. Yep, we got bad news over here for AMC from Disney. No. Look at this. Look at this. Let me get rid of this damn highlighter. There is Mr. Glass Eyes staring up. Don't blink, Kenny G. Citadel CEO lied under oath. Prison ahead for him. Here's the leak proof. Ooh. Now, this is the global coverage, right? I don't think we've ever pulled anything up from them. But Jesus. Look at that. Citadel CEO lied under oath. Prison ahead for him. Here's the leaked proof. We don't need to read too much into it because obviously it's everything that we've known since Friday, right? I'll pop it in there if you guys want to take a look at it. There's the tweet. We covered that. Same type of a tweet with with Mr. Juan Vargas in there. Oh, gosh. Isn't that outstanding? So let's keep an eye. I'm Googling Ken Griffin Citadel. I'm doing it all week long. Every hour on the hour I'm going to do it. See if anything pops up. Man, you know, the other thing, you guys, real quick, I hate rambling on about shit, but these guys, the egos, we know. Too big to fail, we know. You know, Kenny Griffin's probably the most egotistical dude out there. You know, this guy built an empire. He's trading stocks in his college dorm room and learning all this shit. Great. You did great, dude. You're monstrous. But it's that greed and that ego. Just throw in the towel, dude, because if you're not going to jail, if you're not going to fold up your 30-year Citadel, that's a monster behemoth over this, it's probably going to happen. Those two things are probably going to happen. I'm sure a lot of you, most of you, can agree on that. Throw in the towel, dude, because these apes are not going to quit until you are liquidated. Period. End of story. And it gets worse by the hour. Not the week, not every other couple months we're hearing something. By the hour. There's something that pops up every single day that torches these dudes. Just throw in the towel, dude. If you can salvage anything, and I'm not saying this because I want this thing to squeeze tomorrow, and if, like, Ken Griffin's going to listen to this goddamn YouTube channel, but, dude, somebody's got to pull him aside and say, dude, let's just cover this shit. We're going to all go to jail, right? Somebody's going to off us. He's going to run down to 7-Eleven for a big bite. Somebody's going to take him out. I mean, think about it. You back up a year ago, I'm sure Kenny G could run down to Denny's and grab himself one of them Grand Slam breakfasts, right? I'm sure he could. Imagine him doing that now in the heart of Chicago. Oh, Christ. No. No. It's not happening. Anyway, AMC stock bullish case in the face of the markets by the street. Look at this. Just a couple quick things on this one. Just reasons why to be bullish, right? What I did like down here is use it as a hedge, right? Negative beta, that's all they really talk about, the hedge. They're not talking about a market crash. Shorts have to cover, price goes through the roof, right? You'll never hear that mentioned. What is this here? APES owns 75% of the float. About 74% is owned by the general public. I don't know where they came up with that figure. Well, it doesn't matter. They're always lying anyway. But anyway, short interest they're talking about remains elevated. But that second paragraph there, the latest data from Ortex points at nearly 19% short interest on AMC. The metric compares to where it was in late May, moments before bears were squeezed out of their positions and AMC share price shot up more than 400% in a matter of days. Yes, we do remember that. We don't have time to play this, but you guys, I'm going to share both of these. If you have not seen it, Mr. Boss Blunts Marcel over there on the Twitter, and now he's got the outstanding YouTube channel. I watched this 2 hours and 6 minutes. This guy, I don't know how long it took him to put this together. It looks to me like he tracked down the last 45 days, over a month of where Ken Griffin got. He's it's amazing. It's truly amazing. So anyway, shout out the boys over in Super Stock here, or AMC Stock. AMC Stock. Gash Dem put together a 5-minute click here. If nothing else, watch this piece here. This will get you enough to go over to Boss's channel and watch this entire thing. It's crazy. I know we touched on, you guys have seen, and I touched on the when it first did, a month ago or whatever, but this is next level shit. I mean, he goes ballistic in here. He's got planes landing, time frames. He's going over speed of the plane. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it, but that's another thing. Ken, cover your shit, dude. You got guys like this. You cannot go up against millennials, baby boomers, whatever the hell you want to call this, and, video game people that sit behind computers. You guys are just screwed, dude. The big master hedge funds screwed by a bunch of video gamers and millennials. Because that's exactly it's happening. It's going to happen. End of story. So I'll pop those in there for your viewing pleasure, right? That's it. Let's take one last look at Vlad. You guys, what I'm looking out for, I don't give a shit about the price. I'm going to more look at news. I'm going to be all over the Twitter mobiles here. Check in on Reddit, obviously. Google, see what's happening with, obviously, SEC, Robinhood, and Citadel. That's my main focus this week. Of course, I'm going to know what the price of the stock is. Am I going to watch this thing all day? No. Until this thing jumps up 20, 30 bucks or whatever I've decided to set my limits at, I don't care. The jig is up. We're going to the moon. Hold the line. Okay, guys, enjoy your morning. Enjoy your day. Monday, that is. And we'll talk later.